Hi everyone, it's Lorina at Jidon Library again. Today we're going to be making you pinch proof. So we have St. Patrick's Day coming up. So we're going to be doing a little charm here with 4 little hearts and it makes a clover. So we do have some kits still available. So if you want to pick up a kit, you can. It comes with your 4 hearts and 3 head pins, which are these wires with the head on the end of it. Okay. Um, if you have some round tip pliers, these work really good, and you'll need some wire cutters. Okay. The other thing, I was thinking some of you might not have the round tip pliers, so I thought I'd try something, and it does work. It's just a little bit harder. Is you can take a toothpick and wrap the wire around the toothpick. Get it going the right way here. So you can do that also. For right now, I'm going to take that off just because we're going to have to trim some of that. So I'm going to straighten that out a little bit. But like I said, if you have the round tip, needle nose might work if the tip is small enough and you can get right on the very end of it. Sometimes those will work. But that's what we're doing today. And then we have another St. Patrick's Day coming up, another one coming up, the craft in 2 weeks. And I wasn't too bright, and I thought, well, I'll put resin in this. So you really can't see it too well, but there's go on the inside here. There's a rainbow, and then inside here, there's a little pot of gold and some moss in there. So it makes like a little pot of gold in a jar with your rainbow. So we're going to be doing that in 2 weeks, and we have kits for that also. So you can come pick those up that week. But right now we're going to get started on the clover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down so you'll be able to see more of what I'm doing hands-on here. So I'm going to take the one I kind of bent up here. And I'm going to take, this is where the head is on the pin. I'm going to take one of the hearts and put it in. So the top of the heart, I'm going to have to cut some of that off because we have to trim him anyway, so I might as well do that and make it easier on myself. So you want the top of the heart to go all the way down to the head of the pin. Now, I'm going to need to make a loop here, but I don't need all this, so I'm going to trim just a little bit more off. A little bit more. I'm leaving about 1/2 inch of wire between the bead and the end there. Okay, so about 1/2 inch. Now I'm going to take my pliers here and I'm going to grab that wire and I'm going to turn it. I'm going to go back in. You'll see a little loop there. I'm going to go in that loop and I'm just going to, if I do it a different way, sometimes it's easier, but let me get this one and then because we got to do this with 2 of them. So what you're going to have is you're going to have the heart on there, but you're going to have a loop at the top of it. Okay. So squeeze that together. You want to make sure you don't have anything poking because you don't want any of the wire poking you when you're wearing it. So I'm going to take the next one here. So I got the head pin there. Put the heart on there. And then about 1/2 inch again. We'll leave about 1/2 inch there. Take that wire off. And then I'm going to just keep turning this to make my loop. Like I said, if you don't have the round nose and your needle nose aren't working, you can use a toothpick. It's just it'll take you a little longer. It's a little more frustrating, but it will work. Okay, so now I've got the second heart ready there. See the end there? And kind of tighten it just a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to take the third head pin And let me make sure I'm doing this right. So we're gonna put that on there the same way, just like we did the others. Now I'm gonna take one of the ones that I already put the loop on, and I'm gonna put the loop over the head pin, so it adds the other heart on there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. It looks kind of funny right now, but you're getting it. And then the last one, I'm going to put the point down. So there you have all 4 of your hearts on there. Okay. Now, the original instructions for this, they had you wire wrap. So you'd flip it over and wrap the wire around it. All I did was the same thing we did with the others, is I give about a 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to take and make a loop here. I know it's hard to see me doing this, but I'll try to get it as tight as I can. So to kind of pull that down there. Now, just because these do kind of move still a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it flat on my paper. I'm going to do a necklace, but I'm going to put a jump ring. So I'm going to put my loop so it's facing this way. Okay. So the loop is right there like that. So I'm going to lay that down, kind of flatten it out the way I want it. And I'm going to take a little bit, I've got E6000 glue here, but if you have some good super glue, something like that, you can. E6000 work good for jewelry stuff. I'm going to kind of get down in it a little bit. It's kind of goopy there. And right in the center where the wires are, all in the middle there, I'm going to just put some of this glue on there, if it'll go. I think my glue's a little old. I might do is I'm going to squeeze some out here, see if I can get some better glue there, because it's kind of thick. And this part with the glue, it could be the back side of your necklace. It doesn't have to. Well, that's still not doing real good. I think what I ended up using on my other one was just tacky glue, and it worked, but you can kind of see it there. But you can use this side as your front, and you could, if you wanted to, find a little sequin, a tiny one that you could glue right in there, and then you'd cover the wire, but you'd have like a real pretty sequin thing inside there. So let me straighten this out some more. And then it's just got to dry, and then you can take a jump ring. I love these little containers, the little Altoid containers, because you can use them for all sorts of things. So I put the jump rings in here. I don't have the right pliers, but I should have grabbed them, but I can use the round nose to do this too. So I'm just going to open up the jump ring. I'm going to do this on the other one. So I'm going to put it through the hole there of that wire. Close it up. And then I have some of this green string. It's kind of neat looking. So I'm going to put that through. And there you have it. That'll make you pinch proof. Okay. So let yours dry. Like I said, make sure you got some good glue. This one's not working real good, so I'm going to put some other glue on here later. But glue that down. Like I said, if you've got a sequin, if you wanted to do it right on this side where you've already got the glue, you can do that and put that down there. That's how easy it is. It's really simple. If you had bigger green hearts, you could do a bigger clover. So it all depends. It took me a little bit to find the little green hearts. So if you find a place that has them, if you find some that are a little bit bigger, that would be kind of cute too, having a bigger pendant. But you could even do earrings or something like that with these if you wanted. Might be a little heavy with all the wire, but I think you'd be doing good. And then, like I said, next time we're going to be doing the little jars with the pot of gold and the rainbow. No resin, because that doesn't work. Too many bubbles in it. I think it's just such a small space, and I don't think I mixed the resin quite right, but we may do some resin later on. But like I said, next week we'll be doing, or 2 weeks we'll be doing that one. And then 2 weeks after that, we have a bunch of Easter crafts that we're going to do. So keep that in mind. And I do have kits for the Easter crafts. I guess not a bunch, there's 2. But keep those in mind too, so you can pick up those kits. And that's it. It's a really quick craft, really easy, something simple. You can make some gifts for people, do some different things. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you like that. If you have any questions, you can call Jidone Library and I can try to help you. And like I said, we'll see you next time.